A very good morning to all the students of class 12th political science. And students, this video lecture is specially created to provide you the fundamental guidelines which you have to keep in mind while preparing of your project files during your summer holidays. It means we are not giving you any summer holiday work, that is a homework, but we will be giving you the work based on the project file. So here I shall be explaining you some basic structure of your project file which you have to follow. Okay, so here I shall also be assigning you some topics in this particular video which I have decided after assessing each child particularly. Okay, so theory, as you know, the theory consists of 80 marks of the political science paper, but these 20 marks of your project work improves your overall performance. So you need to follow all the guidelines and the fundamental guidelines which I will be telling you while preparing your presentable file, okay, based on the topic which I will assign to you especially. So you need to do some research work on your topic, as few additional topics have been included in your syllabus recently. And of course you can contact me if you face any difficulties in collecting of the content of your own topic. Okay, so here are the guidelines and topics for your project work for the session 2021 and 22. So as I told you, your project work is of 20 marks, which includes 10 marks for Viva Voice. It means out of these 20 marks, 10 marks will be on Viva Voice, and this Viva Voice is mostly based on the file which you will prepare, the content which you have included in your file. So you need to prepare that very well. Okay, so now let's discuss something about the basic structure of the file which you will be creating. So you need to keep in mind these pages: cover page, which will include the name of your topic, your name, your roll number, etc., and this certificate page, acknowledgement. These three pages I shall be sending you the model and the structure, that on what pattern you have to create these three pages. Apart than these three pages, you have to start working on your file from this part, where you will include the contents of your file, okay, based on the topic which I have assigned to you. And then you will mention the introduction of your topic, and then after that you will start with your topic. You will mention all the topics which you have included in the index also. Okay, and these topics, after these topics you will include a conclusion page, in which you will mention the conclusion based on the topic which you have covered in your entire project file. And at last you will mention another page, that is bibliography. And bibliography means you will mention all the sources from where you have collected the content or the data of your project file. Okay, so in case any problem you find in preparing your bibliography, you can contact me always. But you have to keep in mind these three pages I shall be providing you the sample, that how you have to make a cover page, certificate page, and acknowledgement page, because this will be a type in the typed format, where we will get it typed and a printout from the computer centers. So I'll provide you these three pages later on. Okay, but during your summer holidays you start preparing your index, content, introduction, the main content of the topic, bibliography, and conclusion. Okay, so I hope you have the basic structure of the file is clear to all of you. Now moving forward, some tips for preparing an impressive project. So you, as I said, your project file should be presentable. Okay, it should have a good content, so it should be very attractive as well. Okay, so how you will make it attractive and presentable? So for that you will have to make lot of research work and effort. It's not like writing the answers on one side of the page and just writing the whole with the blue pen. You will have to show some presentation. You will have to make some diagrams, maps, tables. It means you need some research work on the topic, and all the topics have some good data. You can collect that. So select a topic from the NCERT book which I have already selected for you. Check that proper content. Yes, all the content is already available in the NCERT book, plus some there are some additional topics for which I will provide you notes if you find any difficulties. Avoid selecting a vast topic. Okay, so we are not providing you a vast topic. If everyone has got a single topic, so you can easily prepare a good quality project on that. And this is very important: pictures, relevant maps, data, tables, or you want to draw some diagrams with your hands. Everything should be included in the project report, but according to the content you are writing. It means you are using the interleaf pages for preparing your project file. So on the right hand side you are writing the content, but on the left side blank page you will have to mention some important content or the presentable data relating. It can be a map, it can be a diagram, it can be anything which shows the representation of the the content you have written. Okay, so give the description. So whatever pictures you are pasting, whatever the map you are pasting, you are drawing tables, so you need to describe that what this picture or map or table are trying to explain. So you need to write that, okay, under that. It's not just you have pasted the picture, your job is done. You need to draw the outline of this that picture or map, and then you have to write it with your hand what it is describing about. Make the project presentable. So there will be many ways. These will be the ways where you can make your project look very presentable. Okay. Next important point is, do not over decorate the project. It means you have to do a creative work. You have to make a project presentable, that is full of data and content, but do not over decorate it. And then a very bulky project is not appreciated. It means it should not be too bulky, irrelevant. The content should be a quality content, full with the help of pictures, maps. You can represent the data which you have written. Okay, so it means it should be around 25 to 30 pages. It can be more than 30 pages if you are unable to cover your content within these 30 pages, but at least more than 25, 27, 28 pages will be enough, I think. So you have to follow this, and write the bibliography carefully, because many times what happens, examiner asks you the questions regarding that, okay, from where you have collected these sources, from what were the sources of the data you have collected. So you must know and keep in mind that what are the sources from where you have collected your content. So that comes under bibliography. So you, while writing the bibliography, you should be very attentive that what you are writing, and if the question is asked, what you have to answer. So now this is important for you, suggested list of topics. So I have, as I told you, I have selected some topics, and individually after assessing each child, I have given you the topics. So the first topic of your book, this is written with pencil, the Cold War. The whatever I have written with a pencil, that is the name and the name of the older chapters in your NCERT book, and with the black pen, this is a new name of the chapter according to the new revised syllabus. So this name, Cold War and the non-alignment movement, this is a name according to the new revised syllabus. Although in the NCERT book you will find the first name of the chapter is Cold War era. Okay, so the topics which will be covered under this topic is Cuban Missile Crisis, what is Cold War, emergence of two power blocks, Western Alliance and the Eastern Alliance, including NATO and Warsaw Pact, alliances system of Cold War, non-alignment movement completely, what were the arenas of Cold War. So these are the some of the topics which I have suggested you, but you can also include more topics if you want. And this is the topic which will be done by Priyanka Yadav and Akshita Dobal. So these two will be making their individual files. Priyanka will make her own file, Akshita will make her own file, but the topic would be, this will be the topic for these two students, as I have distributed the topics amongst the student. So the first chapter and this topic which are covering these many topics will be done by these two students. And as you know, the name of the second chapter is the end of the bipolarity, and the new revised syllabus also has the same name, the end of the bipolarity. And as I have told you again and again, this chapter, the end of bipolarity, consists of lesson 2 and lesson 3. In these, the topics which are covering this chapter is from chapter 2 and chapter 3 of the NCERT. It means the end of bipolarity and US hegemony. Okay, so the topics which you have to cover are the what was the Soviet system, Gorbachev and the disintegration of the Soviet Union. In that disintegration, you can write the consequences also, lessons also. Okay, Middle East crisis, Afghanistan, unipolar world and Gulf War, CIS and 21st century Arab Spring. As you can see, this CIS, 21st century Arab Spring, and Afghanistan, Middle East crisis. These are the new topics, and I have provided you the notes, and you can also watch the videos. But still, if you face problem, I am always there to help you. You can ask me. So this topic will be covered by Rohan, Priyanshu Manwal, Ayushman Rathore. Although I have explained everything to you in the Zoom meeting, but this is for the students who had not attended the meeting. Like Priyanshu did not attend the this meeting today. Okay, so these will be the topics, and apart then these particular topics, you can also add topics to the topic, the end of the bipolarity. This is the title of the project you will be doing. So Rohan, Priyanshu, and Ayushman will do that. So the next topic, that is new centers of power. Previously in your NCERT book you will find the name as alternative centers of power. I am telling you the older name also because in the book you can find a lot of content, and other sources you will also make some research work. So the new name according to the new revised syllabus for this session is new centers of power. Previously its name was alternative centers of power. So the topics which you have to cover are into two parts. First you will cover the organizations like European Union, ASEAN, SAARC and BRICS. Okay, then you will cover the nations like Russia, China, Israel and India. Okay, so these are some of the emerging new centers of power, so you have to cover them. In short, you can see these are just you are thinking these are the very less topics, but individually you have to make a research work on European Union, ASEAN, SAARC, BRICS. Then individually these countries notes are available on the NCERT this syllabus, so you can take the help from that also. And if you find it difficult to download that, you can ask me, I shall help you. So the students who will cover this topic is Aditi and Varun. Aditi and Varun, individually separately you have to prepare this topic. Do not think if I have written two names then you have to make a single file. No, individually you have to make your own file, but I have assigned two students who will be working on this particular topic. This is the next topic for Nidhi and Abhilash, as these two were present in the Zoom meeting. So have I already explained both of you that your topic will be South Asia and the contemporary world. This is a new name for your this particular session, and the older name of the chapter was Contemporary South Asia, which you will find chapter 5 in your NCERT book. Okay, NCERT book part A, that is Contemporary World Politics. In that you will find Contemporary South Asia, but the new name has been South Asia and the contemporary world. So the topics you will cover is what is South Asia. Okay, military and democracy in Pakistan, Indo-Pak relations, democracy in Bangladesh, civil war in Sri Lanka, movements of democracy in Nepal, and also you can add other things relating to South Asia. Okay, but these are some of the suggested topics. Nidhi and Abhilash will do this. This is the last topic of your part A, that is contemporary world politics. This is the chapter international organization. Sorry, this is not the last, second last. Previously the name was international organization, that is chapter 6 of your NCERT, but now you will find United Nations and its organization, the new revised name of this chapter. So under this you will mention United Nations and its evolution, principal organs of the United Nations, key agencies which has been given in the extra notes: UNESCO, UNICEF, WHO, ILO, expansion of Security Council of UN. Okay, United Nations Security Council, UNSC. You will write the expansion and the structure of this Security Council of United Nations, and also you will include India into it. And the last would be where you will talk about the United Nations in a unipolar world. Unipolar world means where the US had its dominance. So what was the role of United Nations in that unipolar world? We had discussed this in the third chapter also. So Priyanka and Sandhya Mamgai, these two students will make their individual separate projects on this topic. Okay, you can take the help from the notes also, and if you find problem you can contact me. This is the last chapter of the first part, that is contemporary world politics. Globalization, older name was also globalization, and the new revised name is also globalization. The topics to be covered are concept of globalization, political, economic, cultural manifestations and debates of globalization. Okay, then India, and you will have to relate India and this topic globalization, resistance to globalization, what are the impacts on globalization worldwide also and in India also, what are the movements which are against globalization. So this is the topic of globalization, and you can also add content if you want. I have just suggested few of the important topics. Now Shreya Negi and Gaurav Kentura will work on this topic individually. They will make their separate file on globalization. So now we are starting with the topics. Few topics I have given you from the second part, that is book B, part B, that is politics in India since independence. This is the second book, totally in context to India, that is the politics in India after independence. So this is the first chapter of your NCERT book, of that book, challenges of nation building. Older name was also challenges of nation building, and the new name is also challenges of nation building. The topics which will be covered under this heading by the students, that is Rakhi and Anubhav Bahuguna. Rakhi and Anubhav Bahuguna, you will make separate files on this topic where you will cover nation and nation building. What do you understand by this? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and his integration of states. What was his role and contribution to the integration of states? Then Kashmir issue will discuss, challenges of refugee, reorganization of states, Nehru's approach to nation building, integration of Hyderabad, Manipur, Kashmir, Junagadh. Most of the topics you will find in the first chapter of the second part, that is the politics of India since independence. But if you find any problem, you can contact me. Okay, so Raki and Anubhav will make a project on this. Next topic is politics of, here it's written, the older name in the NCERT was, this was chapter 3, politics of plan development. Politics of plan development, you will find the name in the book, NCERT book, but the new revised syllabus, the name is planning and development. So the name has been changed as planning and development. So under this you will cover the topics: changing nature of India's economic development, changing nature of India's economic development. Under that, then planning commission you will discuss in detail. We will discuss all the 5-year plans in detail. These are the two additional topics, that is NDC, National Development Council, and Niti Aayog. You will find the notes of these two topics. You can take the help from the notes, but apart than the notes, you can you can do the research work to add more content to these two topics. Niti Aayog, very important. Okay, so I have assigned this to Sia and Sakshi Bijalwan. So Sia and Sakshi Vijalwan will make their individual separate projects on the topic planning and development. Although I have written, see, both the names, all the older name also, new name also, so that you can find the topics. Some of the part of the topic you can find in the NCERT book, but other parts you will have to make research work. Now this of the politics in India since independence, that is the part B, that is your second book. In that second chapter is era of one party dominance, and chapter 5 is challenges to and restoration of Congress system. So these two chapters have been merged. Actually this second chapter was deleted, but some topics of this chapter has been merged with chapter challenges to restoration of Congress system, and the name of the chapter is also changed for both of these, is parties and party system in India. It means from chapter 2 and chapter 5 the topics are added all together, they are merged, and the chapter name is parties and party system in India. And the topics which you will have to cover, it means you will have to read both the chapter 2 and chapter 5 of your NCERT book to get the content for these topics: challenges of political succession, that is the Congress system; fourth general election 1967, non-Congressian; bi-party system; multi-party coalition system; presidential election 1969, the 1971 election; and restoration of Congress. And you can also add topics to this. Already I have written some topics. There are many topics, if you see, where we have to talk about the evolution of the political system in India after independence, that is parties and party system in India since independence. So you have to make a complete project after the independence till date, you can say. So Anamika and Jyoti Negi will be working on this project separately. They will make their separate file, and if you face any problem you can always contact me. Next topic is India's foreign policy. Okay, previously in your NCERT book you will find this was chapter 4, and the name of the chapter was India's external relations. But now in the new revised syllabus you will find the name India's foreign policy. And the topics which you have to cover: what were the principles of foreign policy of India, India's changing relations, how India has changed its relations with other nations, that is, we'll talk about the foreign policy of India with the US, that is United States, with Russia, China, and Israel. These are the new added topic to this chapter, and you will find the notes. And if you find difficulty in finding those notes, you can ask me, I shall forward you. But you don't have to write the exact notes. On the basis of that notes you have to make your research work, and accordingly you have to make a presentable project work. Then India's, you also have to make the and discuss the India's foreign relations with the neighboring countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. This is you will find in the NCERT book. Then you have to discuss India's nuclear program. Only some information has been given about India's nuclear program, but in detail you need to mention this India's nuclear program. Notes are also available. So Chandan and Ambika, you both will work on this particular topic. Separately you will make your project files. Last topic is, that is chapter 6 NCERT book, crisis of democratic order. That is the old name which is there in your NCERT book, that is chapter 6, the crisis of democratic order. Its name has been updated, and now the new name is democratic resurgence. So the new name of this chapter is democratic resurgence. Some of the content is old, but many new topics have been added, like they have mentioned about Jayaprakash Narayan and total revolution. So you will find the notes for this. Okay, additional notes: Ram Manohar Lohia and socialism. There are notes which CBSE has sent. Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay and integral humanism, again you will find it in the notes. Then this complete national emergency, although this is looking like a very small topic, but this complete chapter 6, that is the crisis of democratic order in your NCERT book, it is describing all about national emergency. So you have to describe all the important events which are relating to national emergency in detail. So like for example, I have written consequences and lessons of emergency, like that before emergency what were the factors and what were the consequences which led to the this national emergency. And one additional topic is democratic upsurge. What do you understand by democratic upsurge? There are three upsurges, so at different period of time after independence. So we will discuss that also. This is given in the notes additional. So Aman Singh Rawat and Tushar Rana, you will be working on this particular topic separately. You will be making your own files. Okay, you will be collecting the data, and you find problem in finding the notes of this topic, you can always contact me. So with this we come to the end. I think we have covered all the students. All 23 students have got their topics now. Start working on the topics, start making some research work, as according to the new revised syllabus lot of content has been added also, and some chapter which were deleted for the previous section, that is 2020 and 21. Now those chapters are again added to your syllabus. So while making notes and for this particular project, when you will be collecting the data and content, you will have to see the NCERT book, you will have to see the extra notes which are sent by the CBSE, that also. And you will also have to make some research work. You will have to use Google also and other sources also to make a good presentable project file. So please be very serious while preparing your file, and that is why a complete holiday is there. We are not giving you holiday homework. During that time you will be preparing your project files. Okay, with this I'm ending the video now, and if you have any problems you can always contact me, and I shall always help you in regarding to your this project work. Thank you. Take care.